Hello, everybody. My name is Quest von Faustus. I'm a German English-speaking VTuber who specializes in tabletop roleplay. Joining me are my 6 players here today for the Fate Tabletop, which I am calling Fate Phase, where each and every one of them is playing a servant, a heroic spirit, summoned from the legends of yesteryear, to duke it out for the chance at a singular, life-changing wish. Thank you all very much for coming. Yes, really, it doesn't need much more preamble. At the recommendation of one of the viewers, specifically Yimp, who is something of a dab hand and a expert in the matters of Fate Tabletop, he recommended that I, as some of you may see on the stream, add in the tokens on the GM layer so that the audience may keep a closer eye on where each of the servants might be, so they're not just doing guesswork based on what I say in between actions. Yes. Wonderful. Now I shall unmute the others. Okie dokie.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello there.
All right. Yeah.
Hello there, Jim.
Okay. So yeah. I got some advice. Yeah. Yes, there will be pictures. I got some advice from a friend of mine who I'm also who is running a game I'm playing in on Thursdays. There's a way because previously I had ads completely turned off, but what he recommended is I do pre-rolls way at the beginning of the stream when there's some viewers. Get that all the way so that then the ads don't bother us for a solid hour or two. So yeah, that's why there were ads at the beginning. Normally I don't bother with those because they're loud and obnoxious. But I thought I'd give it a try because, what's Twitch without a bit of silling out? So, quick question to the Peanut Gallery. Do I sound okay? Do the rest of us sound okay?
Wee.
Hello.
You all sound all right to
Julian,
me?
You're back in the corner, Julian.
Who's got that cat?
Is that cat noises?
I want to see that cat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's on Lynn's side.
Oh.
Meow.
Aw.
Okay, I'm going to turn the players up a little bit.
Okay.
Who gave the assassin a familiar?
I already had a dog.
the master. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have a dog.
Yeah.
Dog doesn't exist. It's just purely in your mind. So, right, last we left off, we had just rolled some extra initiative, or a roll of initiative to be prepped for the oncoming session. So, I hope you guys considered what your courses of action were, because we're going to get right into it as we resume with a new round of initiative as you all fumble helplessly around the map. So, beginning with that, Archer, how would you like to continue?
Messaging that to you now, brother.
While he's doing that, I encourage the rest of you to consider also what your actions are going to be and to type it up ahead of time before sending it to me. I'm waiting until the person who's previously in line gets done. Okay. Regardless. So last session, Saber and Lancer ran headlong into one another, clashed for a little bit. Then Berserker and her master came kicking the door down and made things difficult for the both of them. There was a short-term alliance before Saber then got pulled down to, I believe it was single-digit HP, and then both of them split, rather wisely, I should say. Okay, let's see. Okay, in that case, I would like a perception test from you, Archer.
Okay.
That we're moving
Find my character for a second.
to Saber.
I heard Saber.
Yes, Saber. How would you like to continue?
Oh, I am sending that as we speak. Just trying to get my Discord into split view for easier, well, just in general, easier movement. Here we are. Yeah, alright.
Excellent. Okay, I receive that. Da. That's correct, yes. Well, all right. And those mixed up a little bit. Okay. Excellent. That's all clear as day. Okay, I know your basic direction of action is going to be, so assassin, what are you doing?
And send. Okay. Okay. She wishes to move to. Okay. Caster, how would you like to continue? How would you like to continue? I am finishing typing it up currently.
The roll 20 voices. I'm not going crazy.
Ow.
This is being sent to you on Discord, correct?
Yes.
Or okay, just wanted to double check.
You can potentially. No, I would say. I was going to say. You
Corbin,
could.
you're echoing.
Yeah, outgoing. I was going to. You could potentially whisper to me on Roll20, except that would show up in the chat for. Well, I mean that would show up in the chat for the stream. So yeah, but it could potentially work. So if otherwise you want to whisper to me via Roll20, you can do it there as well. There you would just do /WGM /W space GM, then space, and then whatever you want to send to me.
Got you. I shall keep that in mind for next time, I think.
Okay. In that case, you are nearly as reinforced as you can be. One more turn, and you will be at the peak of how much you can reinforce your territory. Lancer, how would you like to proceed?
Sent.
Okay. Okay. Moving over to there. And Berserker makes her decision. Ryder, how would you like to proceed?
I hate. Hold on.
Okay, let me send this to you now over Discord. Ba-ba-bang.
I hate how I immediately flinched at the word berserker. I was like,
PTSD at work, baby.
Truth here.
Oh, we're on brand.
fair enough.
That's true. We really are on brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go in descending order as the actions now proceed. Ryder, you mobilize.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Berserker's turn. Saber and Lancer, you are currently still adjacent to Berserker. You see her clear as day as she watches as the two of you are retreating off into the distance. Just looking across the street. Left to Lancer. Sorry, left to Saber. Right to Lancer. Cracks her neck. We call it Hokuto no Ken style. You can hear the crack reverberating through the air, even from hundreds of meters away. Then she brings up a fist, cracks the knuckles, cracks the other fist. Then you see her fist engulfed in flame as a vicious grin comes across her face, and she brings the fist back up above her head. Her master, for her part, he's content to just take a position behind a tree as he leans up against it. And even from this far away, you're fairly sure that he's rolling his eyes at this. As then Berserker brings the fist up and plants it in the ground. Emanating from where her punch meets the dirt, there is a shockwave of fire and ash that goes out and flattens all hiding spaces and terrain in spaces M7, M6, M11, M13, M12, and M8.
Oh, good.
Leaving no doubt as to where you guys are positioned currently. This does not damage any of you, but it eliminates all hiding spots in those areas for the time being, as detailed in the document. As she has done an all-out flush attack that has scrubbed all methods of concealing oneself in all areas adjacent to where she is. As she seems to have just done that for the hell of it, and to scare you even more.
Mission accomplished.
With that, Saber double times it out, with his master doing her best to keep up behind him. And Lancer likewise takes his her master, throws her over her shoulder, and just starts legging it in the other direction. Wisely so. As they start making distance. Lancer, the otherwise temperate... Oh, hello, Sona. Welcome in. The otherwise temperate, or downright nice Mediterranean-esque landscape that you found yourself in, where at least looking behind yourself has been flattened into an ashen waste. Even now, as you're standing further away, you can see that you can see buds of green and buildings starting to rise up from the ash again, but it's going to take a bit as the set terrain begins to reassert itself. But for the time being, Berserker, for her part, just peacocks a little bit as she stands there grinning and looking all around her. Yeah. Saber, to describe a little bit of where you've just arrived. Lancer, you arrived there. Caster, you continue reinforcing your territory. I'll just get to Saber for a second. Saber, as you get here, this is, well, not too different from the space you just left behind, that Berserker had flattened. Haha, Sona. Yes, haha, nice. God forbid a temperate or humid climate be pleasant. Saber, as you get here, this is very obviously volcanic waste. The ground is ash and soot. There are rising hills and mountains. This is a very hilly, mountainous terrain. But otherwise, it is devoid of vegetation and almost entirely devoid of life. Though standing where you are currently, I would like a perception test from you.
It shall be done. All right. Let's see. And shit. And not passive. Oops. There we go. 21.
Mm-hmm. Right. Excellent. So, you remember those beams of light that came down just a little while ago, correct?
I do.
Where the stage hazards had been brought down?
Yes.
Right. So, you vaguely remember where one of those beams of light hit here on this wasted continent, or this wasted island. Precisely, there were 2 per region. And there were 2 on this region. One of them is fairly close to where you are now, in W3. And this is fairly visible for most people pretty far out. I'll say Berserker and Lancer see this easily enough, and hell, even Archer, because of special sauce, is able to spot this from far, far away thanks to his perception roll. As a... as a massive serpent composed of igneous rock and magma breaks out of the tip of the mountain in W3, cresting high into the sky, blocking the light of the sun as its jaws snap shut in front of it, almost imitating eating the sun itself, before then, like a whale cresting from its jump through the waves, then comes like a missile striking down to the earth, slams into the ashen ground, and then digs through. Yeah, considering how close you are, you could actually potentially give me a history check if you want to actually identify what that is. That or an arcana check, whichever one you feel most confident with.
Let's see. I have the same for both, so I'll just go ahead and make it an arcana check. 22.
If you were from a particular mythos, you might actually have advantage on this. Though, with that roll, you do fairly well. That's not Jormungandr. Jormungandr is not known for being particularly land-friendly or made of magma or igneous rock, or being very not having much affinity with fire. That you recognize from the Tales of 1001 Nights. That is Falak, the giant flaming serpent that resides in the seventh hell below Bahamut. From how it was told in the 1001 Nights, the only creature or the only entity that Falak ever feared was Allah himself, as he was bound beneath the earth into the seventh hell.
To know.
So yes, you spotted one of the field bosses.
Congrats.
You just happen to have come across probably the worst one as your first encounter. It has not engaged you and has not spotted you, thankfully.
Good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. So, that concludes your turn.
Wait.
Master?
Assassin. This is Assassin's turn.
Already?
Yes.
Okay.
As I will update you on what has happened. As we are going in, we're now going the opposite direction, going off what consequences your actions have, because your actions have consequences.
Really? That's no fun.
Huh.
There will be consequences.
So yeah.
Is it possible? Oh wait, no, it's not.
As you now have become aware of that, you may change how you wish to move if you so wish.
I don't think I'm able to move it in one turn.
Sonashot says, "It's just a worm. Fight it."
Oh yeah, good idea.
We must conquer Shai Halud.
I mean, you haven't moved yet, and you haven't done anything yet. So if you so wish, you still have actions accessible to you.
Okay. There. Play cool.
Okay. And we go to Archer.
Wait, I thought we already did my turn.
No, we didn't. Remember, we go in reverse
Really
order.
There's the
fast.
second archer.
Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Right. And your perception test was...
A 15.
Mm-hmm.
My secret sauce perception. That isn't really my secret sauce.
Mm-hmm. You don't manage to find much of use here. In this abandoned village here in this cactus-strewn desert. Which seems almost like it rings a bell.
Oh.
Right. Oh. By Furious VT, thank you for following. It's nice to see you took the chance to climb out of my robes for a moment and come have a peep at the stream. Welcome in. Right, so Archer, you scratch around a little bit in this cactus-strewn desert, checking in these abandoned pueblo houses. You don't find anything of particular use, but let's see.
I'm spooked.
You do find a well in the middle of the town.
Oh, well, if I look down, is there anything inside, or is it just the pure abyss?
You approach and look down?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Do you have eyes of the mind in any way, in any shape or form?
Let me look back at my character sheet. No, I do. The only thing I have close is Eyes of the Hero,
Right.
but that's like,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Your master, for her part, is kicking around the village, a little bit sweaty, especially with how the sun seems to beat down a little harder here. Not quite used to the dry heat as opposed to back home, in Japan. That she is quite used to. Yes, Granta's eyes. As you go up to the well, potentially looking for a source of water, maybe to quench your master's thirst, as she's more than likely more in need of it than you are. As something surges up out of the well to meet you. Da-da-da.
Oh, fuck, it's the genie.
See, we're going the visual novel route. Good luck, Betty.
As you know,
Debbie, you have a gift?
the awful eldritch evil is always at the bottom of the well.
I guess upon that happening, Archer's gonna try to jump back unless something stops him?
Yeah. As I then... Let's see if my image capacity will allow for this.
Oh, Julian, just saw your message in the fucking Roll20 framed. Oh, fuck.
You would perhaps wish.
I was gonna give him some shit so I can get some souls from it.
Ah, yes, that's how you bank your souls.
Yeah. Matt, I will slap you.
Excellent. As I will then throw Archer here. That is, for all intents and purposes, a well.
Do I know what this fucking thing is?
Yes, if you would like to roll me an Arcana or a Nature. Sorry, it will take a second as I get this set up.
Okay, Arcana or Nature. They're both the same modifier. So it doesn't matter. I will roll Nature, I guess. Oh. Oof.
Yeah, you're not sure what this thing is. You might be aware, you might have an idea, you personally, but, I mean, it kind of makes sense that your character wouldn't necessarily know what this thing is.
Archer's gonna look to his master, who is probably dying from heat stroke right now. Generous benefactor, do you know what the hell this is?
Wait a moment. You're not quite out of the woods just yet, as this thing is not necessarily friendly.
Oh!
Nope. The arrow gang.
Oh, you might think so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drag the image into. See if I can manage to.
Help! Help!
What's
Help!
it called? Heavy, did you bring the emergency spaghetti?
No, I didn't think I would need it.
You fool.
Here we go. Hand out. Drag that. Sorry, this is taking so long to set up. There we go.
Good.
Player me might know what this thing is, but I don't.
Player, you might.
Yeah.
Right. as we jump over to here,
I hate it. Oh god, I hate it.
It's kind of cute.
I love him. I love him.
He does not look cuddly.
Yes,
He does.
That's what all the mouth tentacles are for, Peppy.
Mhm,
It's for nice and warm hug.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Wings, what do you mean?
so roll initiative.
Help!
Welcome
Help!
to welcome to
Oh, is
the
that a shame?
welcome to the. Here's a tip off. Each region has 2 field encounters. One's hostile, one's potentially benign, but both, if you manage to conquer the trial associated, are beneficial. You've run into the hostile one for this region.
So you're telling me I should fight the Satan worm?
Oh, you'd get a hell of a boon out of it if you win. If.
I heard.
Yeah, no, there ain't no winning there, Chief.
Okay, there we go. Add her to the turn order.
I forgot to click on my token, but I rolled a 21. Unless you want me to roll again, which is okay.
I'll just add you to the turn order, and then you can add you can add manually. Mm-hmm.
How do I edit manually?
Go into the initiative section there. Click the 0 next to your character, and then enter it.
All right. Progress.
Okay, she's got a initiative of 14, and the creature has an initiative of 24. It is a fast little bastard. See how quickly you can manage to do this. As the creature surges forward and then attempts to smack you with multiple of its tentacles. And let's see. What is your AC?
22.
22. First will miss. Second will hit. Third will miss. Ah, come on. I laugh at their suffering regularly.
I don't want to get erogated, please.
Oh, no. Once you find out what this is, you'll know. You're not in for Naroga. You're in for something so much worse.
God damn it.
This isn't the original Fate we're talking about here.
Oh, actually, no, hold on. No, I take that back because I understand what you said now. Anyways.
It's not the original one.
Yeah, I didn't hear the nod.
Fucking
Anyways,
mana worms. Anyway, so fucking crest worms.
Disgusting.
This doesn't look like any ordinary.
It is swinging the tentacles. It is bapping and then attempting to coil them around his appendages. If it manages, it's got something called Rend, where if it manages to hit with multiple of its attack, actually no, is it? No, if it hits with all 3 of its tentacle attacks, then it gets a free grab attempt. If it manages that, it gets a free bite with its beak. So not only does it grab him, it then snaps at him with a beak. Also, yes.
That's if all attacks hit, or is that?
That's if all 3 tentacle attacks manage to hit, he gets a free grab attempt. He does not automatically grab, he gets a free grab attempt.
Okay. Okay, so I live, I think. I don't know yet.
As you take... you take 8 bludgeoning damage and 4 poison damage. This is Fate and magical, so that is full damage.
So how much in total?
That is a total of 12.
Okay, so...
Yes, to shreds.
All right.
To shreds, I say.
Ribbons.
To ribbons. Oh. To shreds, you say. Yes. Archer, it is your turn. Let's see how quickly let's see how quickly you can deal with this, or if you can at all.
Okay, so I was gonna sort of do it before and look back at my master and say, Generous man, do you know what this is? As I get slapped in the face with a fucking tentacle.
And on her turn, she will attempt to identify it.
Okay, so let me see.
Also, hydrates and stretches have been redeemed. Everybody make sure to correct your posture and to drink.
Posture corrected.
As soon as I got into a not good posture.
Good. Oh, yes, we should.
Okay, so
We should also have fight
since it is-
music because everybody needs fight music.
There'll be blood on the battlefield.
Rami, since it is the start of my turn, may I use my charisma feature? My charisma,
Yes, you may.
because I think it.
Uh,
Okay, and I.
First turn of combat is when you're allowed to do it.
Okay, so I will. Do I get it as well, or is it just my master?
You get it as well.
Okay, so I'll just in case people want to know what that is.
Yep.
Post it in there.
Mhm.
And you would just roll for 48.
Yes.
And
9.
I'll take that for myself.
No, that's the roll for everybody. So both you and
Oh.
Kaya get 9 temp HP.
Okay, you know what? That ain't bad though.
Yeah.
And I take it. Am I actually like 10 feet away from this creature, or?
You are currently 10 feet away. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna fucking move on back towards my master, if all possible.
You're moving out of its reach, so you will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, it has a 10-foot range. Holy shit!
Because
Okay.
it's a large
I'll
creature.
still take it. Okay, I'll take it. Hit me, whore.
It will miss.
Okay. And actually, from here,
If anybody wants to enter some fight music into the bot, feel free.
I want to see how far away she is. Okay, and then I'm gonna
Considering
make
the
this-
fact that I don't know copyright shenanigans, I
Uh,
think I'll.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, try to go
Let's
for
go.
copyright neutral
Pokemon
stuff if you
music
can.
copyrighted?
That's true.
Yeah, Pokemon stuff is super copyrighted.
You could do some royalty-free ukulele music.
Usenik,
Okay,
or
so
Usenik, everybody is on average at level 12. But levels work a little differently in the Fate version.
can I, from where I am, could I still hit him with a few arrows?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
My friend, you could hit him across from the other region.
okay, would it take an action to actually? I'm assuming these are like rocks or hills or whatever the hell. Would it take an action like to get up there, or?
No, you're a servant, so you can just straight up hop, skip, and jump over these kinds of things, so long as you have the movement for it.
Okay.
You are TP.
Yeah. With servants, I'm willing to allow a lot more of a rule of cool kind of thing. If you think your guy can like wall run up a wall while firing arrows, absolutely go fuck it. Just go nuts. This is anime.
Okay, so. Alright, yeah. So, yeah, I will do exactly that and get up on top of this. Or do you know what? Fuck it. I have like 70-foot movement speed, so I'll just get on top of here and I'll just start firing fucking arrows at him.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll just make 3 attacks with that. 29, 16, and a 12.
Hit, miss,
Ouch.
miss. Unfortunate.
Okay, so just one hit still?
Yeah,
Okay,
one
that's
hit.
good.
18 piercing
And-
damage as you sink that arrow. Only one manages to get through its thick hide, but when that arrow hits, it goes deep. Okay.
And I believe that does end my turn, though.
Yep. Kaya, for her part, is. I asked for fight music.
I can fight music, I guess.
Right? Who do I have to smite with a lightning bolt?
Wasn't me this time.
Wasn't me.
Well,
Lynn.
I just turned on the music.
Lynn,
and-
just because your servant looks like the most childish one out of the bunch does not save you from my wrath.
now look what you did. Now Peppy is an arrow gay.
Bunch of smart asses. I'm surrounded by fucking smart Alex.
He said royalty free, so I think royalty free.
We love you.
I love you guys. I love you so much. Right. So Kaya, for her part, looks up to where Archer has gotten his perch. Looks at the one-eyed bird creature, and racks her brain for a moment. And she's going to make a check. Okay, rolls an 18. Lovely. She kind of like snaps her fingers for a moment and says, I think I've seen this way. As it comes over the telepathic link that the two of you have. I think I've read about this one before. Many tongues, one-eyed. Jersey Devil? No, not Jersey Devil. Snallygaster.
Oh, fuck. Out of character, I know what that is. Oh, fuck.
I thought you might, being a southerner.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay.
Can't be that bad.
Oh, that's kind of bad.
Get fucked.
As she's going to then start trying to clamber up here. Doesn't get very far, but then also using her standard action gives you one extra attack. As she says, Archer, by my command, strike forth. As she then continues to pull herself up the incline there.
Oh boy, oh man. Oh god, my weapons changed again. Shit. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at my items like an idiot. Okay.
Battle using the is it porn? Thank you.
An 18.
Turn that up a little bit. I should turn it up in Discord. That's what I should do. There we go. Is that volume level okay for everybody? Just let me know in the chat.
Oh.
Okie dokie. As things are starting to get a little more intense. Snallygaster. Unsure. That will miss, by the way.
Oh, I'm sad.
Snallygaster, for its part, is going to look between. It's going to be unsure whether it wants the soft, juicy target or if it wants the thing that's hurting it. Instead, we'll take flight, wrap its massive body around the rock here, and go for a beak snap at Kaya. As you will hear an eep of surprise, and then its neck winding around the rock there, and then it disappears behind the stone for a second, as then you see its face peek out from around this to snap and lash at Kaya. As she then, leans back, and it begins to attack.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Berserker, where did you come from?
Da-da-da-da-da.
The Snallygaster?
Thankfully, the Snallygaster's tentacle lashes miss Kaya, which is great because she's dressed in a schoolgirl uniform. As she just sort of lets go of the rock she was clambering up a second ago, does a little thing where she spins her arms around at her sides to keep her balance as the tentacles slather and whip across inches from her face. It's like, Archer!
I see it. This is anime and this is kind of real cool, right?
Yep.
So, I take it the Snallygaster's head is kind of close to the rock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way I could potentially pin some of its tongues with some arrow strikes or whatever?
You don't really have a pin maneuver, but I'm gonna say if you are willing to make the attack and not take damage, but instead sort of do a ranged grapple almost, I'll allow it. You're aiming to pin it against the rock rather than striking to hurt.
Yes. So how many attack actions do you want me to expend for that?
I'd say one attack action for every tentacle you want to tie up.
Okay. So. Oh fuck yeah! No, that misses terribly.
That'll miss. That'll miss. That'll hit.
Okay. I will attempt to bind at least one fucking tentacle tongue with that.
So you unleash one bow, your bowstring singing as the tentacle whips around in front of Kaya. It wriggles and writhes out of the way and lose your arrow. Same with the second one. But the third one thwaps and slaps against the rock just the right angle that you're able to sink an arrow through it, and it pins it to the rock. Until it manages to free that tongue, it will not be able to use it to attempt attacks.
Okay.
Also temporarily locking it in place. Anything else you'd like to do with your actions?
I think that's all I can really do, unless I can. I don't think I can charisma anymore, so I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out or telepathically communicate to my master that, and say, "It's pinned. I recommend you move."
Okay, she is going to. As you see, some magecraft light up in a crest along her hand, as she then fires something at the rock here, and then a purple tether flashes into existence from her arm to the rock, as it then contracts and then pulls her and throws her up onto the rock there. As she then gives one more order to, by my command, Archer, continue firing, as you get one more attack.
Oh boy! Hopefully I don't roll low this time. Okay. And the 23.
That'll hit.
Fucking boy, oh boy. Actually, you know what? Can that attack can only do damage, or can I try to pin yet another time?
You can continue trying to pin him.
Okay, I'll just pin him again.
Okay, and he will roll to resist and fail. That's the second tentacle pinned. As it will then attempt twice to get out of that. Fail, and fail. It is still locked in place. The arrows built from mana holding strong as it attempts to snap the arrows out of the rock and snap them using the torque and the leverage of its tongues, and it thrashes and writhes in frustration. And there's this deep, morose scree, almost like a dying vulture, that issues from the depths of its throat, as it is currently locked in place. Archer, it is your turn again.
I want to do something.
Mhm.
It probably would be very dumb, but it would be very cool.
Go
So
ahead.
what?
Most of the plans.
Fuck it. He's still, right?
Yeah, he's stuck in place.
I'm just gonna move a little bit. Maybe around to like this region. And he's going to say, I have sundered fleets before. It won't be hard to sunder you, and I will noble phantasm that motherfucker.
Oh, yes. First noble
Oh,
phantasm
I called it.
of the game.
I called it would happen today.
Heavy,
And,
no,
and then after
heavy.
that, he's gonna say, Yorima no Hakima. And I will use my noble phantasm.
All right. As you, from your, as Archer, taking the stance of Kyudo, standing with his shoulders locked, body bladed towards the Snallygaster, reaches into his quiver, drawing out one long mana-sheathed arrow. Around the arrow, a wind, a torrent of air gathers as he then knocks it, and the dry, still air of the desert begins to pick up. Dust is kicked, and a small dust devil begins to gather around Archer. He draws the arrow back, and the wind continues to pick up further and further until there is a howling gale gathered around Archer as he calls out the true name of his noble phantasm. And I would like you to roll damage. That's I'm going to roll its save. It fails.
Oh, he's fucked.
Full damage.
You may roll both parts of it, or just the
First part. Just the first part.
Let me pull up my noble phantasm and see. Okay, I got that, and I'm gonna have to roll this twice, by the way, because I don't think I can roll any higher. So around 50 damage.
In total, yes.
Yes.
Or is that's the second part included, correct?
Yeah, that's the second part included.
Okay. Yeah, as the arrow issues forth and lodges, it seems like it's about to become lodged within the chest of the Snallygaster as it burrows straight through the rock, the shock wave, and the wind tunnel that the arrow carves through the air, leading forward, drilling through the rock in front of it, and then burrowing through the Snallygaster out the other side, as there is total silence as it leaves behind a vacuum. And I believe it fails its save, so it is knocked prone.
In addition to being pinned, I think, still.
Yeah. You are... Yeah, that was your full round action. Make sure you deduct those hit dice.
Okay. And that is... Okay.
As you've left a nice drilled hole through the Snallygaster, at which point Kaya just says, keep firing, kill it!
And which he's going to hold his hand up as said, I will do so, but you haven't seen the last part of it just yet.
Well, while you're at it, keep firing! As she issues a command for you to attack once more. She does not like that thing.
Actually, wait, it's prone. Can I have advantage?
That would be with advantage. With advantage, yes.
Oh, well, that's
okay.
not helpful.
A 15 will not hit, unfortunately. It is currently, yeah. Your arrows just aren't flying quite right in the vacuum. As the Snallygaster is going to pick itself up as it warbles. Actually, you can't even hear the warble as it is right now. As it continues to try to pull itself free. Fails. This thing is pitiful at the moment. And then the second part of the Noble Phantasm activates as Archer's turn begins. As there's a thunderclap. And it fails that roll too. As that it is then dislodged. Unfortunately, the tongues come unstuck as a result. Since it's a pseudo grab, anything that moves it out of the grab. As it is then thrown back several feet with the force of the thunderclap that then catapults it into the dirt behind the rock. As in a line 500 feet that way is just a huge drill-shaped borehole through the countryside.
I take it every servant in like this whole fucking place hears this.
Assuming if we started fighting, we would all know. Is that how that works, or is that only with servant on servant?
Only with servant on servant.
That makes sense.
Oh, I see. Okay.
However, I will say it's fairly visible when the clouds are split and there is a echoing, deafening thunderclap from one of the regions. I will say the Noble Phantasm was probably noticed by most people, at least if they were looking out. No one heard the name, no one saw the exact phenomenon, but they heard a massive thunderclap, and anybody nearby would have seen the damage to the landscape. But I don't... yes. So yes.
You may roll the damage for the second half of it now?
Yes.
Okay. 30, 60.
So an extra 60. So 50 and 60. 110 damage on top of the pre-existing damage. This thing is heavily bloodied, in which case it is now at 1/4. It's below 1/4 of its total HP. As you have left it battered, bored, and blasted.
Do I still get those 3 attacks, or does that second half still take up all my actions? I can't remember.
No, you've already executed the Noble Phantasm. You still have your full turn now.
Okay. Well, time to snipe him again. Is he still prone, or is he still, like,
Still
getting
prone.
himself up? Okay. Well, 29 for the first.
That'll hit, and that'll hit.
27. Jesus Christ, another natural 1. And Jesus Christ.
Wait, why are you attacking 6 times?
Oh, because you said with advantage, right?
Right,
Because
right,
it's
yeah.
prone.
You can toggle advantage on your sheet.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so all those hit?
Yes, because that's a good question, June. Yeah, all those will hit. Good question, June. Noble phantasms are limited by the amount of hit dice that the servant in question has. Hit dice symbolize how much mana the servant has in their reserve pool. Every noble phantasm has a hit die or a spell slot cost. Those hit dice and spell slots can be supplied by either the master or by the servant. So yes, servants don't naturally regain hit dice on a long rest. They don't regain anything on a long rest, except in the case of like spell slots and some rare like encounter or daily based abilities.
I was actually going to ask
Servants
you.
regain their hit dice by regaining them through their masters, who donate theirs. Yes?
So I have 4 hit dice allotted from independent action. Does that mean I...
You only get access to those when you are at least 500 feet away from Kaya.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
So yeah. So yes. You following this up as the dust begins to dissipate and billow out away from you after the thunderclap. From the dust cloud you are currently sitting in, you aim skywards and then unleash 3 more arrows, which then arc and then find their mark, nailing the Snallygaster to the ground. As you successfully murder the hell out of that Snallygaster.
I did it. I won.
As the Snallygaster itself begins to dissipate into black smoke. And yes. That distraction out of the way. I will get to you in a second with the benefits of your labors. And now we get the dubious honor of once more rolling initiative.
Huzzah.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go now.
So there's that, and then character sheets.
Don't forget to click your tokens. In the case of caster, believe I should do that manually.
Cha-ching.
Come on, I gotta outdo Berserker once. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Berserker's gonna give it to you, alright?
No,
You
not.
want it.
X gonna
Great,
give
I'm
it
not-
to you.
I'm not putting on the turn order. You're probably gonna have to manually put me in, but yeah.
Yes. I outdid Berserker in one thing.
Okay, let's see.
I got better initiative roll.
Hey, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just missing who?
You're missing me. I
Right.
didn't appear on that because I forgot to click my token again.
Silly Billy.
And
Maybe
that's
I'm gonna.
Silly Billy.
Dilly Billy.
So that's one Snallygaster gastard.
Am I still echoing?
No, you're
Testing,
okay.
testing. No,
Yeah,
you're okay.
Yeah, no, your audio's good now.
That's good.
Okay. That's one Snallygaster ungastered and dead. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to you with the benefits in a second. Now we...
I like to imagine a Snallygaster tongue is just currently flying through the sky right now.
Now ascending. Okay, Berserker is going to make her decision. Well, I should say Berserker's master is going to make her decision. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Gotta take a little jaunt.
Question:
Mhm.
Is the map off center? Is the map off now? Because it looks on my screen, all the numbers are off a bit.
Might want to refresh.
That's what I was planning.
Oh
to.
yeah. Oh yeah. Here, let me refresh my page. Yeah, because it's like that for me too.
Okay, yeah, we're good now. Yeah, everything was off by like a good.
Yeah, just by like
Yeah,
3
yeah,
or 4
'cause,
points. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
accidentally
Much
grabbed the that layer of the map, and I had to hit Control Z, which probably
My
didn't.
favorite command.
Yeah, probably didn't go into effect for you guys. So yes, Archer. What would you like to do? Continuing your turn. I'm just about to get right. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. All right. Saber, how would you like to continue? As I said before, everybody, please prep your potential course of action.
I am sending it as we speak.
All right. My God, it's 30 fucking degrees in here.
Celsius?
Yes. 30 degrees Fahrenheit would be an entirely other end of the spectrum.
It would.
Yeah, I did not think. I sent you my turn.
Mhm.
Again. Yeah, I didn't think in Celsius there. I was like, damn, this cold as hell.
Mhm.
It's quiet.
Very quiet.
Yes.
Too
Yes,
quiet.
indeed. I just type really loud, so I mute when I'm typing.
Mhm. Okay, I'd like a perception test on Saber's part.
I can do that.
Assassin.
Hey, 22.
Not bad.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
They see each other again.
I'm gonna preemptively wave towards Matt.
Lancer.
I'm scared to send my message now. I am
Why
really.
would you be scared? Don't need to be scared. Okay, perception.
God damn it! Actually, wait, no. Actually, wait, hold on. That doesn't mean. Hold on. Doesn't mean that thing right away. I don't think. Oh god.
So
The
it
perception is
begins.
the perception is for the second part of your message.
Yeah, I figured. Perception. I immediately it's habitual at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Julian's roll, and he's like,
Okay. Caster, I have a guess as to what you're going to be doing.
I was waiting for him to say, all right. So you see each other.
Corbin?
Yes.
So yeah, I have a guess as to what you're going to be doing, but I'm not going to assume.
Mhm.
What will you be doing with this turn is what I ask. Da 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 da. Display of I mean, committing crimes is just part and parcel.
that's true.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a particular place you would like to move to while you search?
Maybe more of the. Actually, I'll check it.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I gotta change my thingy back to this one.
Yeah, Jake is now Coach Eddie again.
And the peanut gallery can't see the can't see the user images that my players have. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they can't see our images?
I've just made it so they can now.
Oh.
So yeah. Fucking Coach Eddie.
That messed me up when I saw that. I laughed for like 15 minutes. My humor's destroyed.
Okay. Okay. In that case, you will. And a perception test.
I'm sorry, but after the berserker fight, I had to.
What did you post?
Slash gear.
Tonight in Fate Gear, Archer cyberbullies a Lovecraftian horror. Saber lives in fear of women, and Caster establishes a micronation in another dimension. Lancer, we don't talk about.
Lancer's crying in the corner. He didn't even show up.
Lancer got the participation trophy.
Participation trophy.
Mm-hmm. Millennial Lancer. So yeah. Yeah, so a perception from Caster while you do that.
Perception?
Yes. And Ryder, what are you going to be doing?
Alrighty.
Where is... It's loading very slowly for me.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
Skills.
Please feel free to continue putting music in the bot. If you so wish.
Roll perception.
Fill the dead air. Okay.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Guys, I learned something very important. Corbin's playing caster, Magus of Sorcery. In case you guys didn't know.
Really?
That's kind of metagaming. How did you find that out?
Hell of revelation.
I know.
Right. Got a. Forgot. What was the result on your last roll, Jake?
That's what I'm looking for. Scroll up. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, it's not letting me scroll up any higher.
Again?
Dude, Lynn. She wooed me and then played that. Pebby, get your wife.
Man, the both of you just fuck already.
I know.
Lynn, get over here. Lynn, get over
Should I?
Well, actually, isn't it, Peppy, isn't it you who's going to be visiting Netherlands soon?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, in like 6 days.
Oh, by the way, enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna slap you, Rami.
It's okay.
Oh,
Pebby.
God,
Hey, we all know you're the one who's into being slapped, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
Lynn who's gonna be
Our bottom
taking
Pebby.
charge.
No, I'm not a motherfucker. I'm always.
And Jake, yeah, go ahead. Roll for both.
Okay.
Now the
So-
internet knows you're a bot.
Okay.
No.
A couple perception rolls. Here we go.
Peppy likes pots, more like Peppy is a bot.
Ah,
Yeah, you're scratching around. Given the area, there's not a hell of a lot to look for, but you do manage to knock together some food for your highly energetic master, mostly in the form of a goat.
good.
You get some mutton for your master. He's very appreciative of that.
Thank goodness.
Benny is a hungry boy.
Benny.
Let's see.
And that
Caster,
Yeah.
given your perception roll, you look around. This is a very dense area with lots to search, and you're in a bit of a rush, as well as just a little bit overwhelmed with just how dense the area is here. So you don't find too much of like use just yet. Perhaps with a better result, you could find something more useful. Lancer. Let me find the results for your perception roll.
Uncomfortable playing this music.
There we go. A 20.
man, I'm tired still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now time to mute the music bot so I never have to hear that song ever again. And time to tell my ceiling fan. It's getting warm in here.
Okay. Yeah, that's to Lancer. So, Lancer. Waiting for him
Hi.
to get back. Okay, there we go. Santa, you got your ceiling fan?
Yeah.
And Archer, no,
What?
you may not. Lancer, as you take shelter in this little cool cellar situated in a what looks to be some sort of empty farmstead by the sea, with what looks to be rations and shelves upon shelves of preserved cheese and kegs of wine. No Neko Arc. No Guranye for you. You push Jean for whatever the hell had scared her before during that encounter with Berserker and her master. Whatever the hell Berserker's master had said to Jean before. Whatever Riley had said to Jean. And it's there in that cellar where she clutches a glass of wine. Despite the fact that she is imbibing alcohol, this is obviously magically reinforced wine, and it somehow seems to make her more lucid than usual, which is an uncommon enough occurrence that it's a welcome change. As she peers down into the glass of wine she's currently holding, I'm going to pull up her image once more. This bandaged, frayed-looking girl with a glass of wine clutched in both hands, just sort of resting between her thighs as she sits on a crate. Riley said something that... The worst part is I can't actually remember what it was. But it's something I remember. It's deja vu, and it shouldn't be that way because I've only spoken to him twice. Something's wrong. Something's wrong about all of this, and I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to remember, and she does that. One of her hands goes to her head, and the glass of wine slips from her fingers and breaks against the cobblestone beneath her feet as she clutches her head.
Lancer gazes upon this, lets out a sigh. What? You say it's familiar, yet you don't remember. Can't blame you. I mean, I can't fault you for that. If your mind doesn't work, if your mind's not telling you what you want to know, nothing you can't do about that. Just...
So I feel like it's all there. It's just every time I try to think about it, my head feels like it's going to crack open and I can't focus anymore.
If that is the case, much to my unamusement, leave it at that. If they show up again, I'll do what I can to get them out of this game. They are a danger, not to me, but to you.
She her finger, she worries her like with one hand she worries the pointer finger of the other and just says, "That's the worst part. I don't think we're supposed to be fighting each other. There's something else. I don't know what it is, and every time I try to remember it, it just She then again clutches her head.
Lancer walks over, places a hand on her head, and lets out another sigh. Well, this is definitely not how you act normally. It's not unwelcomed. Just let it be for that. I'll take what you... My own head's starting to hurt now, Lancer says. Let's just leave it at that. Thinking, unfortunately, is neither of our strong suits.
Thank you. And June, yes, she is old enough to drink. By European standards, usually 16 is old enough to drink. Yes. with that, you guys, it takes a moment for her to get her wits about her again, as she then picks up once more, returning a little bit to her, a little more to her old space case demeanor as you guys depart from the cellar and continue moving on. Assassin.
Yes.
Let's see, where are you? Ah, there we go. Okay. As the bell traps in the area you set up where you currently are have also gone off.
Oh.
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 Would you like to make a perception?
Yeah. Since the bell traps,
Meow.
There's the cat. It was a cat who did it.
there is Neko Arc. Would I get advantage to that since traps typically the bells would be in a certain direction?
Yes. I'll say you have advantage on that perception.
Wonderful. Toggled it and what was that 19.
Excellent. Da. Yes. As the bells go off and you whip your head around trying to search, your own charge close by, huddled in a blind with you, as she has a pair of binoculars that she's using to look around. And the both of you cast your eyes about, and almost at the same time, you both point towards where you see movement, as another set string of sleigh bells go off. And then the movement comes to a halt as you see something staring back at you.
A cat!
Oh!
It was a cat.
Neko
Could do what's its alignment?
It begins.
What's this alignment?
It's a cat, so it's probably chaotic something.
No, lawful neutral.
I love it.
Yes, that thing's not a cat. All cats are chaotic evil.
Its eyes lock with you,
When you're in danger.
and then it stands up on all fours, turns around, tail high, as it then just trots off in a direction.
Ooh, I would like to follow the cat.
You follow the cat. Okay. Your master, that being Yulia, for a moment was like, I'm not sure this is the ideal course of... God damn it!
It's just a cat. Maybe we can find its family. It'd be nice.
Assassin, you don't... It doesn't have family. There's nothing living in this world.
I mean, there are trees. Who's to say? Maybe there are more animals.
Yulia, for her part, just slaps a hand across her face, drags it down her mug. She just follows along after you and goes, we're going to be killed by a cat.
You need to have more faith in the world. There's a lot more good out there than you might guess. Well, yeah.
Your optimism is charming, assassin.
Well, it feels good to complement that pessimism.
Can't believe I summoned you. I can't believe I summoned you. Right. Okay. As you continue to follow the cat, it disappears around a tree. Another one of many powder-dusted pine trees. And as you follow it, also taking a walk around the tree, there's something disjointed happens.
Huh.
As reality seems to shudder, split, and drag along two continental plates for a moment as there's this friction. And then suddenly you're not in the snow-dusted fields anymore, or among the pine trees. You're standing in a black space. Yulia next to you and the cat sitting in front of you. As the cat continues to groom itself, licking its paw and then dragging the paw across its face. Well, it took you long enough to follow me.
I'm sorry, the dragging my heels through the snow is a bit. It's not the easiest thing, you know?
Really? Because considering who you are, I'd think you'd be a dab hand at that. And here I was setting off all those traps on purpose.
Oh, you know, you can't be too quickly on the snow, you might fall in a pit.
Oh, Yes, I saw the pit traps you had laid out. Very clever, very clever. I'm a little too light-footed for that, unfortunately. Oh, well, I've got you here. Not quite who I was hoping to run into. I was hoping for perhaps Saber or maybe Berserker. You'll do, though. At which point, Yulia is standing at the sign and goes, "And who the hell are you?" Which the cat responds by looking almost affronted. Whether at Yulia not knowing who he is, whether or not affronted at not knowing who he is, or just simply the tone she took with him. He seems to lean back a bit and then chuff at that and say, "Well, it's a little too early for that, I believe. However, I do think that a little bit of an explanation is in order. Since you've been so kind as to follow me and to entrust your well-being with me. Not all people are quite so reckless. I was sure that Berserker and all her simple-mindedness would have come following after me, but I think she's a little too preoccupied with the bloodshed. Now that we're outside of her dominion, we can speak a little more freely. As you've probably surmised, I am not a cat. I know, terrible dissatisfaction there. Disappointment, really. Nor am I any sort of phantasmal beast or servant or program or any such. I'm just a simple doctor, really. And I've come to you to deliver a little bit of a warning.
Warning?
Yes, a warning. As it seems like the last few times we've done this, it's anything short of spelling it out for you simpletons never really seems to work. You've done this, a couple dozen times already, and nobody's the wiser, it would look. He looks to Assassin. You I don't blame. Every single time this happens, it's another lot of different servants. You, on the other hand, as he looks to Yulia, I would think that someone as old as you would know better. To which she crosses her arms and looks visibly displeased at this. Not like child in a huff, more like she's about this close to skinning the cat 1,000 different ways.
Now, let's stay civil, everyone. We don't want
Yes.
any bloodshed in this lovely black hole.
in which the cat continues grooming itself as Yulia holds herself back and says, yes, quite. After all, a couple of times this has happened. It's been your dear master here jumping the gun that has doomed all of herself and all her friends. Oh, I should mention that first, shouldn't I? You all barely know each other now, but the truth of the fact is you're all friends, but you don't even know it. And here you all are, trying to kill each other, throttling each other over a false carrot being hung in front of you. I can't say too much, because she has a set of criteria, and what is it? Say it's a filter set up for specific words, so I can't be too direct. But do try not to mess it up this time. We've only got so many retries left. As he then looks around and says, "Oh, and yes, don't trust her." As the cat then blinks and you're back in the snow-covered forest. Sans a cat.
Oh. Well, that was a unique experience. A worthwhile one, wouldn't you say?
I have so many questions.
Sometimes it's better to take things as they are.
No, it is not.
Well,
I forget sometimes you were a village bumpkin. No, that's not how you do things.
I mean, it's better than to ride around in confusion, isn't it?
We ask the questions so that they may be solved. That is the scientific theory. You ask the question, you seek the answer. You don't just ignore it. Ignorance is bliss only so long.
Well, I'm not ignoring it. I'm just laying out the problem, calming myself, and coming back to it later, so I can look at it objectively, and probably figure it out much easier.
I think ads are coming up. One moment. She just massages her temples and says, "Right, okay. Continuing on. I'll do all the thinking, don't you worry."
Okay. Well, there's no problem with that.
Right, let's continue. We're going to take a quick ad break. Anybody that wants to go grab a drink, go use the bathroom, go ahead and do that. Boop. Okay. So the ads are running. Right. Whew, how's everybody liking the game so far? How's everybody liking that?
I'm excited.
Man, fuck right.
Going good.
Some say that Snellcast is still flying to this day.
Yes, Sona, they are running. Because you're a subscriber, Sona. You don't get ads if you're a subscriber.
For a second, I thought that maybe Caster might have walked this way.
Yeah, I actually thought that you had stepped into Caster's reality marble. Not reality marble, you know what I mean.
Territory?
Yeah. I mean, how would that happen? Because I've been there the whole time.
Yeah, no.
I revisited like 3 times.
You barely moved from your spot. There's no way you could have wandered into Caster's territory that way. Territories don't roam like that.
It moves.
Okay, ads over. Wah, wah.
Oh man, I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay.
No, let's go back to what Saber's doing, and then she's just buying a giant fucking flip.
Yeah, Saber is what was
Literally, I escaped Berserker only to meet Satan the Snake. My luck is immeasurable.
immeasurable is a word for it. Yeah, so you continue to see the snake arcing in the distance. As it continues to frolic in area W3.
Good.
Frolicking. Yes, frolicking merrily.
I don't like this music for frolicking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. Roll initiative.
Unfortunately, you happen to be in one of the most uncompromising areas in the entire map. So your attempt to search for anything helpful has unfortunately not turned up very much of consequence.
Didn't think so.
Well,
Except as Denise finally catches up with you as you had bolted ahead. She comes up to you, now holding something as you see her approaching. As she's holding a creature in her arms.
What?
Hey, look who I picked up.
Well, I'm not surprised that you found a pet.
I thought this entire place was just going to be empty of life, but look at him, he's so cute.
He's not real. But
He's real. I mean, you're real enough. He's real enough for me.
okay, well,
She holds like one arm around his belly, one hand is holding one of his paws. He just kind of makes the cat wave at you and says, "I'm going to call him Mittens. Say hi, Mittens." Meow.
well, I'm glad you found Mittens because if you would turn your attention to the left as
She then turns around to the side and sees the massive fuck off snake made of lava and igneous rock doing a whale dive and then doing like a pirouette and then crashing back and burrowing through the ground. As she's like,
that's my pet.
she's like stands there frozen stock still with the arm curled around Mittens' stomach and holding the other one like the paw with the other hand. Huh, cute pet.
Yeah, real cute.
So we're
Go pet him.
that one's housebroken, right? And we're just gonna go in the other direction.
Housebroken and the idea that it breaks houses. Yes,
Yeah. Let's go somewhere else.
I agree. Thank you.
So yeah, she spent the turn keeping up with you. She now has a cat in tow. Meow. Yeah. And then Archer. Let's see. That is section.
Zoomies.
There we go. I just need to pull up you. There you are. You keep changing your fucking name, Peb. As soon as I get used to one name, you change it again.
That's me. I switch every
At
month.
least I keep my name. I only change my profile picture.
Yeah, okay. Results on your... Yeah. That's it.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm?
And what position am I at?
Ba-ba-ba.
Just send a message.
Did I turn that on? Yes, I did.
Voices won't be heard at all. Display obedience while never stepping out of line.
God bless clairvoyance.
Yeah, clairvoyance is, and Eye of the Hero is just plain fucking useful.
Yeah. Just God bless and just whoop.
God bless your legless eyes.
Hmm.
Are you sure? Are you sure? It's not very samurai-like of you.
Oh, you little shit! I know what you're doing.
Mhm.
With a small gulp, Archer's just gonna. Yes, we'll go with the original plan.
Okay, you continue on your way.
Can I? I'm gonna send you a message. Okay.
Don't forget, while the assassin servant gets a free hide each turn, you can still hide yourself if you so wish.
Okay. So can I hide?
Yeah, you can. You still have an action.
All right. Self check.
Yes.
18.
An 18? Yeah, that is a high check. Excellent. This berserker continues to move. Da-da-da. Ba-ba. There we go. Okay. And now we can do it all over again.
Oh, initiative, right.
Damn, you actually rolled like slightly low for once, Ryder.
Yeah, I know. I always roll like super duper high.
Yeah, wait, you rolled a nat 1. That's your nat 1. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's got a pretty high
Yeah,
bonus to
still-
his initiative.
Yeah. Still pretty decent roll even for a nat 1.
Yeah, that's.
Holy fuck.
Jake is just like damn near guaranteed like 30s most of the time he rolls.
No, I know, right? He's just fucking.
Hmm.
Or at least
Okay.
incredible 20s.
Lastly.
High 20s into the 30s.
Enough time has passed that Archer can give himself back his hit dice, as your master
Okay.
would have passed those along to you.
Mm-hmm. Poggers. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I've heard this track before.
As have I. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are missing Archer. Did you forget to select your token again?
Oh shit. Yeah, I did. Fuck.
Me. Added you to the initiative.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Caster, how would you like to continue?
I shall send it in.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ryder's wheel got stuck in the mud. That's why he's so slow this time around.
Yes, he has he needs to change the yeah, oh, he forgot to put premium fuel in his horse.
He had to go to the gas station.
Gotta put premium, dude.
He's premium.
God damn.
Dude.
Still faster than Berserker.
Hmm.
And Caster.
Berserker just doesn't.
Oh,
need,
does he?
Berserker
does he
doesn't.
have a hybrid?
Berserker.
Do you have a fucking hybrid?
Berserker doesn't need to be fast. He just needs to hit.
I
And
swear to
that
Berserker
is scary.
He doesn't need to be fast. We need to be fast.
Yeah, it's that old adage about outrunning the bear.
You don't need to be
Or
faster
gonna
than the
be
bear.
Tom and
You
Jerry.
need to be faster than your friends.
Yeah.
Hey, country bumpkin assassin, can you tackle that bear, please?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, I never showed the rider's mount to everybody. It's majestic.
Yes.
Harris.
Wow.
He's very good.
Hirsch.
He's a
really
real
must
good
be a
horse.
hybrid if he moves that fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
Real good horse.
Man, you get a whole horsepower out of that one.
Hey, Mr. Ryder, I have some good advice for you. Make sure you feed your horse. It gets hungry like you.
Okay. Umu. 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 Umu.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It is currently casters. I'd like a.
Oh yeah, right. I should
Okay.
try to type our thing out to you.
In that case, yeah. Caster, go ahead and roll me both a perception and a stealth.
Actually,
Jay, god damn it, change your fucking profile picture.
No, his profile.
Every time
mine?
I have something covering it. Every time I move it to get a better view, I just see Coach Eddie again, and I start to lose my shit.
You can, if you really need to, you can hide the profile pictures.
I didn't know that, but
If you go into settings on Roll20, under audio and video, then video
I like
display.
seeing everyone else's. I just can't.
What? How? Did I just roll?
Nice.
You rolled 2 Corbin. Nice.
You rolled yeah, you rolled a 16 and a 17. Nice. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I guess nice gods are being nice to me today.
So
Hey.
Now I'm
that's
also good.
That's a spicy meme.
it's my meatball. You know, thinking all about this cat that. Oop. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, echo gone. I echoed real bad. That's why I froze. Anyways, man, thinking back to the funny cats that were in this, the two cats that are in this session, and hearing Nico. I want to go grab my cat, but if I do, that's gonna wake her up, and she's just going to harass me. So
Yeah, I was about to say that's not a good idea.
She'll want pets and
Yeah.
attention.
Nico was just laying down out in the hall.
Oh.
He's freaking watching me. I'll close the door. I didn't have to. He turned around.
Okay, find that. Berserker continues to be on the move. Ryder, how would you like to continue? Mr. No, for once not in first on initiative.
I'm gonna send it to you in PMs.
Yes.
I'm being fairly consistent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I look forward to when either people start getting whittled down or events happen that we can start bringing things out of private chat and everybody start being able to be a little more open.
That's true. We're at the point now where it's like, say nothing, do nothing.
But later on, things may change. Life will change.
there's a song called "Life Will Change."
Yes.
It's just a Persona song. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a Persona 5 song.
So,
So yes. Wake up, get out there. Archer, your the target of your fear continues to move further and further away from you.
Okay, then I'll continue on moving in the direction I mentioned before. But I will also continue on looking for loot or anything like that I could
Okay.
salvage.
All right. A search check.
oh yeah. Speaking of which, should I? Yeah, I need to make my check for.
Right.
Do you want
Yes.
to make a perception or a survival?
Perception.
Okay. I'll
We're
let Jake
specifically
do
for
it
one
first.
more thing as well. Okay. And a perception from Archer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Not bad. What do I see, ODM?
Oh, DM of the lake. What do we see?
Oh ho ho ho.
Alrighty. And for buddy, pre-roll ads are already going again. Yeah.
Okay, then Archer will approach upon. Wait, can I say it or should I still keep it secret?
For now, keep it secret.
Okay.
Mhm. Unless you wish to make yourself obvious. Yeah. For now, we're still going in the declaration phase. Lancer.
Oh, hello. I'm Lancer.
Hello.
The one who lances.
You are Pokey McGee.
This stick was made for poking, and that's just what I'll do.
Mhm.
Do. That's not mine. There it is. Do.
Okay. That's a pretty decent perception. I'll have that lined up
What
in
did
a
I say?
second.
What can I say? I got some pretty good eyes.
Saber, how are you continuing? Saber. All right, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
DMs, yes. I keep forgetting. We're not at that stage yet. Okay. Another perception from you.
Mm-hmm. What in the world? There we go. Wouldn't let me. There we go. Let's go low numbers. Wow. Actually happened.
Ask and you shall receive.
Whoop, whoop. And assassin. Mm-hmm. Right. That is a perception and a stealth from assassin. And
Okay, perception and a stealth.
nice.
Awesome.
Okay. Excellent. Let's see the similar thing. So we're going to use to be on the move. Does not spot anything of particular import. Lancer. Lancer, can you give me an Arcana check with advantage?
Oh, I'm scared. Honestly, it's anything that scares me at this point. It's not fun.
I have a knack for inspiring paranoia in my players. Ooh,
Yeah.
Nat 20.
I think that's my first nat 20. This for a perception check. Oh, Arcana check. Oh boy.
Yeah. Versus your... It's a Nat 1 and a Nat 20. It's the duality of man.
Oh. Actually, it is.
Yep.
That's quite hilarious.
So, Lancer, as you continue to prowl the area here, da-da-da. So I'm going to grab this image.
This image, he says, "Oh boy." Yeah, you know what? You know what? You do have a knack for causing of paranoia. Good on you, Rami. Good on you.
I've done Shadowrun campaigns. I've done Warhammer campaigns. I've done literally like a system literally called Warhammer Fantasy. I've literally done a system called Paranoia, which is Monty Python meets 1984. And my usual player group does not trust me anymore.
It's
Well,
okay.
that's as it should be as a DM. Just player
It's
trust.
it's the ultimate goal. As you see, sat by one of the lakes, what you recognize
Oh.
Lancer,
Oh.
da-da-da.
I reckon that's a nymph.
You recognize what is known as
That or something. Nymph is the right one though.
da-da-da. Donas de Fuere.
Dondas de Frede?
Donas de Fuere.
Dondas de Frede. Yeah, Frede. Something like that.
It is a Sicilian, not quite a fairy. It's analogous. It's as much a fairy as like the Lady in the Lake was.
Ah, okay.
They are supernatural beings, specifically female beings, of particular import down in Sicily.
Okay.
There's many tales about them. They tend to have much association with the witch trials in Sicily. They were known for being able to transform into cats, for being linked to witches and witchcraft, as well as those who they visit favor upon, which are usually creatures or those fishers and other ocean and water-going folk. Those that earned their favor found themselves blessed with bounty and with safe travels across the water, among many other different stories.
All right.
Later on, however, they became their story became a little bit warped, and they were seen as bad omens because of their connection to witches and to the witch trials in Sicily. You see,
Fortunately, it's all good things.
yes, you see one sat upon a lily, a lily pad on the lake. It seems to have made note of your presence, but doesn't seem to have reacted. I'm going to turn down the music bot a
see.
skosh, because this is slightly too tense for this situation.
So is it my action?
Like
Yes.
Is this like Overwatch music or something? Because it kind of sounds like it.
It's got that triumphant fanfare, but I think it's royalty free.
Okay.
It is your turn currently, Lancer.
Okay. Lancer sees this creature and recalls what it is. Knowing both past and present, do I know both the what they were before and what happened to their story, or
Yes.
just one or the other?
You are familiar with
Okay, so
all facets of it.
Okay.
Benefit of being a heroic spirit.
Believing in its well-being, they decide to take a risk. They turn to Jean and say, "Stay here. This should be friendly, but
You get a sort of
yeah, let's have
not all there, non-committal. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I won't. Hold on. Yes, wouldn't be worth it to explain it to you all, as you are right now. Anyways, they turn to the creature. They make a show. Let's make a show of non-hostility by sheathing their spear. I guess lashing it onto the back, as you know, as anime do.
Mm-hmm.
And they put both hands up and slowly walk towards the creature. Hello there. Hello, they say in a unfrightened tone, not necessarily aggressive, but stern, like a serious hello.
Okay. The fairy, for her part, continues to wash her hair in the lake water, humming softly to herself.
Seeing this as there's no sign of aggression, Lancer continues the approach and speaks a little bit louder this time. Hello, my name is Lancer. No, hello, my name is Lancer.
The creature
Hold on.
stops in its humming to turn fully to you. It says, you are one of the lost spirits here upon this land. Have you come searching for my blessing?
Lancer stops, thinks for a moment, gets a headache, and then just gets annoyed at thinking, and goes, I would not turn down I would not turn down a blessing. However, I would not request it of you. Something.
If you would,
It is your.
if you would not request it, but you would not turn it away, perhaps a little trial is in order then. A simple question. Your answer will determine whether or not I wish to bestow my boon upon you. As she continues to run her fingers through her long ringlets.
Ask away.
What of the two would you seek more in your life? Would you seek order, or would you seek freedom?
Oh boy, I do love me some moral questions. Lancer stops. Oh, I mean, they're already stopped. Puts a hand to their chin, and ponders for a moment. Ignoring the headache that would soon follow, they do their best to think. After a while, they say, both have their virtue. if there is order, and there is safety. If there is freedom, then there is happiness. I think neither are right or wrong. They both should exist in as equal as possibly. They should both exist as equal as possible, although they both conflict with each other. To which I prefer more, I cannot say.
Then perhaps I should rephrase it. Seek you safety or seek you happiness?
If it's phrased like that, then the choice is easy. Safety or safety or happiness. Seek safety. I wish to provide safety to those who are under my care. I wish to provide safety to those who are under my care. Sometimes the world is unjust, and as such, they need someone to protect them if they can't protect themselves.
An interesting answer. Not one I was expecting from yourself. I was expecting the other. You are full of surprises. As she then continues to pull at her hair, and then eventually one of her fingers gets lodged in her hair, and then she pulls, tugs, then comes loose with a long golden strand, which she then begins to wind around one finger. Eventually, it comes away as a golden hoop, which she then, with a kiss and a blow, floats upon a misty breeze over into your hand.
I almost actually said my character. Whoops. Lancer catches this, looks at it, and asks, How do I use this?
Simply think of it, wear it, and then think upon it, and think of it in your time of need. You wished for safety, then safety you shall have.
Lancer nods, puts it around their own neck for now, and bows. Thank you.
It is, for you, it's about the size of a ring.
Oh, the ring. Oh, they puts on their fingers. Whoopsies.
The cords of hair tighten up, pull together, and eventually forms a golden, like a golden band, a golden ring around one of your fingers. As you gain a +1 bonus to your AC.
Oh, I see. Wait, do I add that over here? Edit.
Archer grew a 6-pack. Or not Archer. Lancer.
So I go here. Just so I get +1. That does that. Then can I add it as an inventory thing?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Oh, that is not what I wanted to put there. Okay. And with that, yes, we're good. Yeah. Lancer nods, bows, and goes off, thanking the what's
the
the right
donuts.
phrase I want to use here?
Or the Donna. Yeah,
The Donna.
like a Donna, like a beautiful woman, pronounced the same way. Also, in the event that you guys want to take just general notes, I'm going to make that available to all people. So if you guys want to keep track of the creatures you've run across, what they gave, and just have that be open knowledge, you may. I'm going to throw that down in the handouts folder. There we go. Alrighty.
Wah, wah.
Lancer has gotten a +1 to AC thanks to a Fey boon. Archer, as you are striding through the urbanized area, as you continue to approach,
Mm-hmm.
let's see, one more perception check from Archer, please.
Oh boy, oh man, I sure do love my perception rolls.
You're supposed to be the best at seeing, Archer.
I am, I think. Yeah,
Hey,
I am.
that is
That'd
a
be the best.
now assassin. Check real quick. Your presence concealment gives. There we go. Okay, so that roll me a D100. As Archer has managed to surpass your stealth check, and now your presence concealment comes into effect. What you're looking to roll is the number in your presence concealment or lower on a D100.
Okay. Ha.
It kicks in, as Archer would have otherwise seen you, but your presence concealment completely obscures you.
Poggy.
You know who doesn't have presence concealment, and who isn't currently hiding? Both Caster and Archer, who both see each other.
Oh,
I see.
Well,
they're having the fucking party over there, Matt.
as per my master's instructions, I guess I'll
Yeah.
walk over there.
What do you even have to walk over there?
Do you know what fucking zoomies over there?
Yeah,
Fucking-
Caster, you see, you and your master both, as you were coming out of the room, see Archer and his master over in the adjacent area down to the south of you. Felix seems on guard and ready to bring out the weapon he's just procured. And then he sees Kaya, Archer's master, waving in a sign of placation. She looks to be in the market to parley. So he begrudgingly puts down the weapon and says, "Someone wants to talk. Goody. It always brightens up my day." So yeah, as Archer and his master approach. Ryder, you're continue galloping and searching.
Yep. Let's see.
Your perception was pretty damn decent. Ha. Oh. Echoing a bit. Yeah. As Ryder, as you are galloping along with your, I'm echoing a bit. Is that you, Corbin? Yeah, it's you, Corbin.
Yeah.
Ryder, as you are galloping along, making good distance with your master on the hind seat, or maybe sat in front of you. Who knows? You hear the sound of a flute music on the wind. I would like either an Arcana or a Nature check as you encounter one of the creatures of the region. Given your background, I will give you advantage on this.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ryder Ryder will hold up a fist, and he will tell his mount, "Whoa, whoa!" as he listens for the music on the wind.
Could be better.
Decent, hopefully.
Unfortunately, is not enough to identify whatever the creature is.
Hmm.
At least not at face value, not right now. See if your master does
Okay.
any better without advantage. He does not. Benny is a bag of bricks.
Rip.
Damn.
As you both see what looks to be a impressively sized deer or antelope of some sort. Only yes. It is shaped like a large antelope. It outsizes both you and your mount impressively. About the size of an elephant, I would say, in terms of stature. But lithe like a deer or an antelope, and positioned on its head rather than two antlers is a single horn that's almost branch-shaped with many divots and holes in it. And as it gallops across the plains ahead of you, you hear that whistling flute music emanating from the wind rushing through its horn.
Do you see that?
Heck yeah, I see that. That's cool.
That music, it's
Dude, it's
it's
beautiful.
unexpected.
It's like,
Should we follow it?
I mean, sure. I kind of want to listen to it some more. It's like you think it would just kind of be haphazard or something with how it's running around and the wind's going through the horn, but it's almost like it's doing it on purpose. It's like an actual melody or something.
I'll follow, but I'll be cautious just in case.
Okay.
It'd be remiss if this thing ended up being a danger to us both.
Okay. As you continue pursuing it, you can go ahead and give me another try at an arcana. At this time, at a nature check, no arcana check, since you've already attempted that.
Is it still an advantage, or is it just
Still at advantage due to your background.
Sweet.
And Benny shall also
Let's
attempt.
see.
He fails.
Hey!
This time you
better.
do decent. Now with a bit more time to observe and a bit more time to think, you remember this from one of the from one of the more modern bestiaries of your time. It is something known as a shadhava.
Ooh.
It is a creature whose horns are often gifted to kings. When played on one side, they produce a cheerful sound, and when on the other, the music is so sad it makes a person cry. It is rumored that the minimum amount of branches on a shadhavar's horns are 42, but on the largest ones, they can have up to 72 branches. They are indeed massive and impressive beasts. Indeed, there was even one scholar that insisted that they were horrific and ferocious carnivores. But you knew in your time that wasn't the case. They are gentle creatures, though they are lightning quick and heavy as a bus.
It has a saxophone on its head. That's cool.
So yes, Benny for his part is like, kind of. Also, you would know that, for one thing, the creature isn't real. So if you were to slay it, its suffering would not be real. But at the same time, with the way the world here works and how it kind of regenerates on its own, you could possibly take the horn off and it would be all right. It could possibly even grow back. If you were to slay the creature, that would deny anybody else getting one of the horns, more certainly.
Ryder will stroke his chin a bit as he observes the Shatavar. He'll look to Benny, and he'll ask, "Would you be down for possibly claiming that horn?"
You mean like jump on
I
its
know-
face and wrestle for it? Hell yeah.
I know it'd be a bit remiss to hurt this poor thing, but that horn is still quite tempting.
Yeah, especially before anybody else manages to get their grubby paws on it. Come on, let's go.
All right, so it is. Sha!
As you gallop off after it. And I would like a survival check.
Survival. Here we go.
Wow, Benny actually rolls pretty decent for this one.
Okay, yes, it's normal. Ooh, okay. Not bad either.
So you, on your mount, gallop off after this. In the words of the Acodes Astartes, nothing that big should be able to move that quickly. But move that quick, it does. But you're quicker. And Benny is nothing if not stubborn. Take care, Sona. Thanks for coming by. Oh, did he also redeem Hydrate and Posture Check? Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Everybody correct your posture and drink if you got it. Benny is nothing if not a stubborn customer. As you gallop off after the Shatavar, working to corral it and slow it down, get it to go at a manageable pace, Benny is busy getting up on both soles of his feet, balancing on your horse as if it were a skateboard. And then as you draw closer and then manage to cut off the Shatavar at one point, he then throws himself off the horse, clambers across the creature's face, and then, with one hand wrapped around the horn, proceeds to spend the next minute hammering with key-infused fist at the base of the horn until it breaks off. And when it does, his, first of all, bot be gone. Then the horn snaps off, and his one anchor point on the creature also comes off, and he ends up rolling in the dusty grass as he comes to a stop with a massive many-branched horn with pitted holes in it that you could probably swing around with a good amount of heft, and most people would have to use with both hands to do so. But it's obviously it's not ideal for making a weapon out of it. Instead, you can make on its own. The thing is a natural instrument, and as Benny kind of gets up out of the dirt and brushes himself off, and you can see a couple of nicks and scratches where the rocks on the ground got him. He gives a deep whoo, kick ass as he then brings the thing to his mouth and gives it a blow. And the note that comes out is what is that flute music that's often used in scenes in movies and cartoons when it's morning time? Exactly that one. Something along like that lilt comes out of the horn as you see his eyes close. He takes a deep breath and says, yeah, that was worth it. I like this. As you also, on hearing the music play, feel something of a morale boost on your side as well. How this might affect you in, say, combat, you're not quite sure yet.
Okay.
But Benny has acquired a Shadhavar horn.
We have a big ol' ocarina.
Heck yeah. And he hasn't even played the other side yet.
Ryder will trot his horse up to Benny and say, "Quite a price we've acquired, my friend," and I will help him back up onto the horse.
He'll grab your hand with gusto and enthusiasm and say, "Hey, we worked together for that one." And he says, "We can take turns if you want."
Yes, you can try your hand to the horse. I need to give my arms a rest in case we run into trouble.
So yeah, that's Ryder's turn. So I love how the distribution is looking right now. Berserker is on the move. And Caster. You're being flagged down by Archer and his master.
Am I able to see this?
Yes, very clearly. None of them are bothering to hide. Okay. Felix, for his part, is just like, I suppose we should go speak to them. As we're just going to use this as a temporary powwow zone, since I don't have a urban map prepared.
Oh no.
Archer there. Archer's master. And these guys meet in a little park inside the city.
Alrighty.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
Upon getting a little closer to Castor and his master, Archer will do a little curtsy bow once again to the both of them.
Kaya kind of staying behind follows suit and gives both one to Castor and one to Felix. Felix, for his part, is doing the whole leaning back on one foot, holding his chin in his fingers, as if in contemplation, and looking the two of them over. Seems to mostly have his eyes on Archer at the moment.
Is it obvious that he's like a little nervous?
Oh, very much so. He's standing in front of a servant. In fact, one of the knight classes he is with the caster outside of their territory. He is fairly nervous.
Relax, Master of Caster. I have no quarrel with you.
He kind of looks you up and down and looks at your quiver and says, "You've got a whole quarrel right there. And that's my worry."
Oh, please, if I wanted to attack you, I would have done it from much farther away, but I don't. My master wants to speak with you, though.
Indeed. Well, wasn't exactly in this war for the conversation, as he looks over at Kaya. But parley is parley, and due courtesy is due. All right, then. Come along, then. We'll discuss amongst ourselves as Kaya kind of moves over this way to meet with him, as you two may discuss. As they, Felix looks over to Castor and says, "Well, we have methods of getting away if they seem to be making any shifty movements. Feel free to teleport away if you must. We'll meet back at your territory." Yes. As the servants are left to discuss amongst themselves if they so wish.
We're within Castor's territory, right?
No.
Okay. Excuse me, I don't really know what too much to say with you. I'm not... The only person I'm really familiar with talking with is my master. But you already knows me as Archer. I know you as Castor, so introductions are aside, so...
Introductions are aside.
I will say this is a small courtesy, though. To the south of you, there is someone quite dangerous, or I presume to be quite dangerous to the south of you. If I were you, I'd be more careful, especially if they decide to come up here, but last time I saw, they were going to the south. They were going south.
I appreciate the information.
Mm-hmm.
In the words of advice. Thank you.
Don't mention it. What do you think that those two are discussing?
Probably business matters.
Business in a war?
There's always business in war.
Suppose you're right.
Think.
Do we hear what our masters are talking about?
Given your servants with pretty good senses on your own, yeah, I would say so. They're not really speaking even in hushed tones. They're just off to the side talking between the two of them. Most of the conversation seems to be revolving around Felix's consternation with being met for idle chit-chat in the middle of a war. Kaya is trying to be diplomatic, while at the same time you can hear the frustration building in her voice. And then, of course, they eventually cut to the heart of the matter. That of Archer notoriously being one of the weakest of the, like, stereotypically the weakest of the knight classes, power-wise. And Castor almost inevitably being the first of the cavalry classes to fall. Particularly with Saber and Berserker looking to be quite formidable in this war. They're talking about the potential of linking up as an alliance.
Oh, that's interesting.
And as we're discussing this, as we were on the cusp of rolling into the next initiative, I will say, Assassin, your master seeing this discussion happen spurs you two forward to go join in.
Alright, then I will.
As Assassin and his master were in the adjacent square observing this, and Yulia looking sheepish and sort of clinging to Assassin's side as these two enter the area into the park, which, of course, all of you notice.
Archer, kind of not expecting this, will not draw an arrow, but will sort of ready his bow because he did not expect Assassin to be here. It seems we have company, Castor.
Easily tell.
Assassin's gonna give a large, friendly grin and give a high wave.
Yulia, for her part, is going to kind of, again, clutching at your coat with one hand, is going to then draw up behind you and say, yeah, and with a little meep and a protect me, big brother, as she stands behind you.
He's gonna whisper back, I will, don't worry.
What are we doing?
The only assassin can see as she gives a little bitter, consternated grimace at that. Yes. She's kind of scoots around assassin and starts pulling him in the direction of these two over here. And then eventually let go and kind of wander over, leaving you to your devices as well. As those two seem likewise surprised by the sudden intrusion, and Yulia's timid, stammering intrusion into the conversation, and Assassin is left to his devices as well, as he gets a telepathic message saying to feel free to mingle or whatever, with the whatever being very much part of the message.
Alright, so then I'm gonna mosey on over to the other servants. And go, hello.
As I said with Castor, I don't have any quarrel with you, but if you were to attack me or my master, I will be forced to act.
Likewise.
Likewise.
Glad to say. Archer will chuckle and say, glad to say we're on the same boat. Glad.
Hey, don't touch my master, I'll fucking kill you. Same, bro.
Same.
Same.
Mood.
Same.
Just from all 7 servants, just a surrounding intonation of mood.
If you attack my master, he'll kill you. I'll do some killing too, but it'll be in equal measure.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Who died?
But
Oh, that was the bot. The bot is programmed to. Oh.
No, that wasn't the bot. That was Lynn.
Oh, that was. Oh no, no, Lynn. Oh, bye, Lynn.
Jungle diff. No, I'm kidding. Poor Lynn.
Jungle dip.
I heard that, asshole.
Jesus. And she's out of the Roll22, but she's still online in Discord.
That might change in a moment.
In a moment,
And it's
yeah,
probably just bad internet connections.
probably.
Assassin walks up to Castor and Archer, says hi, gets immediately abducted by aliens.
There's an
No,
immediate
Ryder just comes
Into
by.
a reality marble.
fucking assassin just blue screens in front of the two of them. It's like
No, I was
that's-
just thinking, they accidentally activate their presence concealment. Don't know how to turn
just
it off.
boop. Yeah, it's like if you touch my master, I'll kill you. Likewise, and then boop out of there, and suddenly everybody's paranoid.
One day. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll kill you too, and then disappears. Uh-oh.
No, Castor and Assassin jinx,
If-
and now they're going to get Castor a soda.
Ah.
If you kill my master, I'll kill you. Say. No, graph out of date. Rebuilding.
Please reinstall WinRAR.
Oh golly gee.
Oh, I see. In the Roll20 chat, she has to go because her dad tells her to. Family stuff.
Oh.
Okay, in that case,
My plan foiled. Damn.
so he insisted I stop. Okay. All right. In that case, family obligations and being told to take a break. In that case, just as well, this seems like a decent stopping point. The masters are in conversations about being in cahoots because assassin, caster, and archer tend to get the shaft in most wars. And the 3 weakest servants linking up. How about that?
Hey,
At least individually in terms of power. In order to preserve themselves, potentially last longer, and then have a fighting chance later.
So basically, help each other. And
Yeah.
we screw each other over later on.
And then later you turn on each other, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah. You always do Troy at the best time, Yinv. I'm assuming your session just ended as well. But yeah, this is a decent time to stop. The masters are discussing a potential truce, and the servants are bonding over the fact that they will murder each other if they touch each other's masters, as is right and proper.
Besties.
OMG besties. So yeah. Besides which, it's about 10 to 11, so that's an okay stopping point. That's about 3 hours that we managed to get in. So
I'll be
that's not
back.
bad.
I gotta take a call real quick.
Okay.
To get assassin, archer, and caster together for the alliance.
Or the Ka, or the Aka.
Yeah, or Ka or Aka.
Yeah. I would have liked to get a full 4 hours, but then again, Lynn is still beholden to family and parents and stuff, so.
Yeah, much to sadness.
Yeah, it's usually just when she's at her, she usually can stay up longer. Just when she's at home, her dad likes to be like, yo, get the fuck off.
Yeah. Curfews and all that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Uh,
I moved pretty far, but I think I'm gonna turn back and beat that Satan serpent up next time.
Oh boy. Lofty goals. Right.
Stuff happens, mate.
Peb, I'm gonna get that hingamadoodle to you at a later point.
Poggers.
Because I don't have the full stats on that yet. I was not expecting people to run across that creature just yet, but I will have it to you. It's not something too big.
Oh, you didn't expect me to find the Snallygaster?
Not just yet, no.
Well,
but the Snallygaster is dead, and its prize is acquired. I will have to get that to you. Beyond that, though,
I make another phone call. Be back.
okay,
I got a sweet giant flute.
big fucking flute, the BFF.
I ran away the entire session.
Yay!
I didn't do anything but run.
This is like whenever I play Warzone, I mostly just go around the map and just look for items just to pick up.
I was
Yeah.
precisely doing that. I was like, all right. I stepped 2 feet and I met the devil, and I went, all right, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So that's the positions that Caster, Assassin, and Archer were before they have all met up here now.
Oh, I see.
They have formed.
Yeah. The next session, we will pick up with that alliance potentially being solidified, so long as there's no big rows or disagreements. And we'll have our first servant alliance, tenuous as they are. Thank you all very much.
Hello.
Okay.
I didn't expect to form an alliance.
Happens sometimes. They don't tend to last very long, but who knows? Thank you all very much for showing up. Thank you very much for fucking around and having fun. To my players and to the viewers who stuck around, thank you very much. For those of you who were here but couldn't stick around as well, like Sona, still very much appreciate your presence. And for the latecomers as well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't raid out somewhere interesting. I'm going to check Twitch manually. Also make sure we're not raiding into somebody who's just ending, as I've done that twice in a row now.
Last time, yeah. Dungeon Lounge is playing Divinity.
True. Sasha, I believe, is playing with her friend Licky Glock. They seem like they're still in the thick of it. They're just an hour in. Yeah, sure. Let's go and let's give them some love. Yeah.
It's been a while since all of us have streamed just playing a game.
Yeah, that's true. We should do that at some point.
If anyone, Divinity's fun. If Baldur's Gate 3 or something like that.
Divinity's fun. I got V Rising, but I haven't actually gotten really into it. It seems like it's just Vampire Rust, honestly. There's other games like Monster Hunter and various other things. I'm always down. You know, when I have free time.
I actually just watched the movie, Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Was it awful or was it good?
I watched it for the effects. I really liked it.
I have no doubt the production quality was good. It's just as a long-standing Monster Hunter fan, looking at the promotional art and the trailers made me die inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like military shit.
I will say, looking at the gameplay now after watching the movie, I like the game. I like the game a lot more.
Yeah. The Monster Hunter movie is an isekai.
Monster Hunter movie feels like that one scene in the first Transformers movie where
it is so excessively Michael Bay in its appearance. It's a bunch of military dudes from our Earth go to Monster Hunter Land, become hunter-like, and fight monsters.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
fucking
even that great.
By the way, next session, I'll be in the fucking Netherlands.
Yes, you will.
Right, Pebby, you're gonna be with Lynn. I'm so
excited.
Yeah,
Which is why it's great that you two are your characters are now in alliance, so we don't have to worry about metagaming because you're like next to each other.
That's actually true. That's very good timing.
Yeah,
I'm glad
if
we
anything,
totally
this
prepared
worked
for that.
incredibly well, and honestly, the schedule works really well because we're gonna be doing stuff all day until like nightfall, which will probably be around the time we start the session anyway.
Excellent.
So,
But yeah, if you guys end up being too exhausted as a result, because you're gonna be spending a bunch of time together, doing stuff, being teenagers and shit. Being crazy kids. Don't worry, we can always take a week off if you guys end up just wanting to spend more time together.
I think we'll be able to we'll probably most likely be able to actually do it. We're gonna be waking up early and going to a fucking zoo that day.
Ooh.
I'm gonna I'm gonna feed Julian to the penguins because I'm gonna sneak him into my luggage somehow.
You fool, Pebby. You can't sneak me there.
You're gonna
I'm
be
already in there.
You're gonna be that one guy who tried to smuggle himself in, but ended up in Los Angeles.
If you could fit anybody in your luggage, it would probably be me. I'm
No, Julian's really small as well, so I'd be able to fit Julian.
Julian, how tall are you?
He's 5'5".
I'm 5 foot exact.
He's widow. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Once more, to my players, thank you very much for being here and playing dealing with my fantasies and my bullshit. To my viewers, thank you very much for being here and entertaining me and what do you call it? Entertaining all of us and what do you call it? Humoring me. That's what I was looking for. Cut the session about an hour short, but honestly, it's a decent place to end. And yeah, I'm going to pass you guys along to Sasha. Give her much love. The Dungeon Lounge is a lovely group of 4 VTubers. A Lich, Sasha's a Griffin, a Banshee, and a Dragon, who all work on various floors in an underground dungeon, and occasionally get together in their lounge in the dungeon to play games and tabletop. Give them a lot of love. They've all been very, very kind to me and very welcoming and open. So yeah, I'll pass you guys along. You guys take care, and so long.
Thanks everyone. Bye. Arrivederci. Okay.
And there we go. Pass along.
Bye. What did everyone think about the fucking noble fucktasm? Noble, it went right through that fucking thing's stomach tasm.
First noble phantasm of the game. Let's go.
I called it. I knew it was gonna happen, and I didn't know if it was. I don't know who it was gonna be with. But,
I just thought it was like a perfect time to do it because it was pinned. So I was like, okay, well, time to fuck it up.
Oh, that's fucking perfect timing. Addie is the best. She just woke up. Oh my god.
Hey.
Go, baby.
Go, Addie.
This child is literally. I'm gonna make her. So remember how I got that license, Pebby? I got that other license. I'm gonna get Addie a professional baby license. That shit every time. It's like, oh, I gotta go do something for a set amount of time. Addie's like, all right, and just goes to bed.
All right, father. I will wake it up.